What's good, y'all? Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. Turbo King back with another video. And today, as y'all can see by the title, I'm be talking about going against yourself. You know, you versus you. In this lifetime, in this world, you gotta battle against yourself. You know, first of all, we don't battle against flesh and blood. Obviously, we battle against principalities, rulers and high places and stuff like that. But you battling against yourself each and every day. You got to wake up and don't look at other people. You know, in this world, especially as men, we have a warrior type of spirit. Well, I would assume most of us have a warrior type of spirit. But it's like we want to challenge it. You know, like sometimes you might be in a gym, or you might be in a public place, and a dude will walk by and you will size them up. So like, men, it's kind of in our nature to be like, have this like mentality of like warrior spirit. But don't take that in a different type of light. You know, you have to wake up and say to myself, it's me versus me. It's not me versus somebody who used to bully me. It's not me versus somebody who said I wasn't gonna never be nothing in life. I gotta change this camera set because it's getting hot. It's getting hot. It's getting hot. It's getting hot. But yeah, it was getting hot, bro. But like I was saying, it's not about going against somebody that hurt you or did you wrong, trying to prove somebody wrong. You know, a lot of people, they get stuck in the mindset of, I'm gonna prove them wrong. I'm gonna make sure that they see that I'm not the person that they say I was. You know, you don't wanna live life trying to prove somebody else wrong, trying to fit somebody else's narrative. Because at the end of the day, nobody cares about you, bro. Nobody cares. For instance, when you get into a car accident, right? You might have got into a car accident, you on the side of the road. The people that are driving by, they might be looking at you for that moment, but you think an hour later that they're really thinking about you. That could have been the worst day of your life. But an hour later, they're thinking about their kids, their family. They may have their own situations going on in life. They might have said something while they were driving by, but they're not thinking about you, bro. So most people in this world have their own trials and tribulations to deal with. So just worry about yourself. Don't focus on anybody else besides you. It's you versus you, bro. And that's what you got to understand. You know, and in life, you know, society, they put it to where we have to compete. The competitive nature. You know, we have to compete. You have to compete for a woman. You have to compete for a job. You have to compete for everything in life that you pretty much have. They made you believe that you have to compete for. You have to compete against other people, against other men. But you really don't have to. Once you lock inside of your own world and get outside of this world, get outside of the customs of this world, you'll realize that all of this stuff is vague. All of this stuff is meaningless. It's pointless to keep trying to prove yourself to other people. Proving yourself to these jobs, to these women, to these relationships. Prove yourself to yourself, bro. Prove yourself to the Most High. You shouldn't have to prove yourself to anybody. And you keep making these mistakes. How can I become a better version of myself? Not for you, not for anybody else, but for me. How can I make myself a better man? How can I evolve? You want to change for other people. Change for you. And once you change for you, that will be beneficial to other people inside of your life. You don't have to change for them, because if you change for them, you're fitting to their narrative. I think I said in one video, I saw like a little cartoon where it was a man on a horse and his wife was on a horse. And then the people that was riding by, they was like, oh, he got his woman on the back of him. So he put his woman in front of him. And then the other group that he drove by, he said, oh, he got his woman on the horse. So what he did, he took the woman off the horse. And then once he took him off the horse, the other group of people, they say, oh, why is this woman walking? So what he did, he got off the horse. And he kept, every group of people that was coming by, he kept changing because he was trying to fit their narrative. And the more he kept changing, the more he got sad, the more he got depressed. And this is what this life is showing you, bro. It was a great depiction of what people actually are going through. You know, people always try to make other people feel good. People pleasing. You have to focus on you, bro. Focus on your life, focus on your character development, you know, your purpose. Everybody has a different purpose in life, and you have to figure out what that purpose for you is. But that means you have to get in deep soul searching. You have to figure out who you are as an individual. You have to figure out just how to become better, how to become a better individual. You know, life is about mistakes. Life is about ups and downs. There's a time and place for everything. There's seasons for a reason. There might be a season of isolation. There might be a season of gathering. There might be a season of hate. There might be a season of joy. But it's all for the greater good. But just focus on yourself. Focus on self-improvement. Locking in with you. The only person going to be in the casket is you. Nobody can get in the casket with you. Nobody can beg and plead their case to the Most High except for you. You can't get to the Most High. You can't try to get to the gates and say, well, they did this, they did that. I was trying to do this for them. But what about you? What about your salvation? What are you doing for yourself, bro? See, you don't understand that self-preservation is key. People are only going to think about themselves. When you're in a life or death situation, the first person you're going to think about is you. Unless you got kids or something like that. The first person you're going to try to help and save is yourself. That's just self-preservation, bro. And you really think that other people are going to try to like help you or save you. The people that you're people pleasing, they're thinking about themselves. I'm 100% guarantee you that. They're thinking about them. Because you're so focused on pleasing them that they don't have no need to focus on you, bro. But just help yourself. Help you out, and that will help other people. Once you begin to focus on you, you can be able to provide, protect, love other people if you love yourself. What is inside must come out. You know? You have to love yourself in order to love other people. If you're mistreating yourself, how in the hell are you going to treat somebody else good? How does that even make sense? If you're not getting in shape, if you're not focusing on your health, making sure you're in the best shape, making sure you're eating good, making sure your health, making sure your body is right, your mind is right, how can you show up in a functional state for somebody else? Like, do y'all really think about that? That don't even make sense. It makes no sense at all, bro. And then a lot of times we want somebody to show up better than we show up our own selves. But man, I'm gonna just cut this video short, bro. Like, just focus on you, help you, love you, care for you, and then that will manifest into other people. That will manifest into this lifetime. But focus on the Most High first. Ask Him for help, even if you need help. You know, because you can't do everything on your own. You have to seek power from a higher power other than a human being. And that power comes from Jesus Christ. That power comes from the Most High. You know, so just make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. I hope y'all are safe. Hope y'all having a blessed day. And we get into it, bro. I'm getting loaded today. So I decided to make this video real quick. So I'm getting loaded. Sound like I'm getting loaded right now. So got a little short day, and I'm just blessed. I'm glad to be alive. You know. Just be thankful for the things that you have already, because somebody else is going through way worse than what you're going through. You know what I'm saying? So just get up and be thankful, be grateful for everything that you're going through, and just know that everything is for the greater good. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, I love y'all. Hope y'all doing well. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and keep following. You know, I'm gonna keep pushing out good content for y'all. And y'all just stay blessed. I love y'all. I'll see y'all in the next one. I'm out. Peace.